Hi Virgo, this is Sept from Comingouttarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, welcome. I am running through a new series that I'm trying out on YouTube, get an idea of if this is helpful for you guys or not. What I'm doing is reading for each sun sign, and I'm giving a reading on health, wealth, and relationships. The effort is to give you some insight into eventually where your month is headed, but for now, for this practice run, I'm running the last week of September. What I'd hope to impart to you is that as we go through this and as you're watching, if it resonates with you, keep it, work with it, make it a part of your week. If it doesn't necessarily mean that the reading's off. It means it's just not for you. There are Virgos that have different rising signs, different moon signs. The sun sign is affected by all of this plus more, when you were born, where you were born, and so it's not true that a reading for Virgo is going to be resonating for all Virgos. It's just hopefully going to resonate for most of you. So I'd love to hear more at the end. Leave me some comments and subscribe if you haven't subscribed so that we can keep track of each other. Meantime, let's get focused on what conditions are surrounding Virgo for the last week of September, specifically around their health, wealth, and relationships. All right. Every time for this run so far, there is always a major arcana in here. I'm loving it. Virgos, you also got eights popping out. Eights. And the division of. So health, we've got the Emperor. Wealth, we've got the Eight of Stones. And relationships, we've got the Eight of Wands. All right. In general, to have these multiples of eight and just having eights are, we're nearing kind of like a soul's completion. We're getting close, but it's not over yet. What you're more going through is feeling constant movement during this coming week, constant effort towards something, constant drive towards something, because you're just near the finish line. You're almost there. So keep going. I encourage you. Also, in our health outcome for the Emperor to appear here, it is not lost on me that our Emperor is driven by Aries energy, and to have an Aries energy driving a Virgo, that can get really, really intense. When you have fire pushing an earth sign that's already kind of set in its ways, it can get destructive, and you can run yourself ragged. So, couple things. One, Aries wants to run, and so does the Emperor. The Emperor wants to like drive and run and make things happen and live in its structure. Virgo loves its structure, but you can get stuck in those things and they can keep you so rigid that you forget to be flexible. And so how this relates to health is that you might end up driving yourself in the same patterns. It's kind of like doing the same exercise routine over and over and over again. And it's not that your body gets used to it, but it's that your body gets strained by it. So thinking about your health in this next week, for the last week of September, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, I think you're going to overtax your body. I think you're going to push yourself to the edge of doing too much. So be extremely careful, Virgo, in how you're driving yourself forward. What you may find that you're also doing it in an effort to be seen a certain way, like physically seen a certain way. You know, it's basically a body image issue, and I think that it behooves you just to be aware of that, because if that's what's driving you, then it's easy for everyone to fall into that state. And I hope that you can find some support that would allow you to continue to be healthy, but not in order to please others by the way you look, but really think about what's going to keep you healthy and make you feel the best you that you can be. All right, so that's health. Wealth, just having this Eight of Stones show up in the wealth section. Work, 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 work. Keep working, because the money rolls in as long as you keep working. The shadow side of that is you can overwork yourself, especially knowing how this health is going. You can, if you overwork yourself, you're still in that pattern of just doing, and you overextend yourself and you exhaust yourself and you get pushed past the point of no return, and you can harm yourself that way. Now, here's the thing. If you want to achieve your financial goals, you got to keep pushing and keep doing that. The trick is going to be, I think, for you in knowing where the balance is, because it's hard for you to find it. As much as people think Virgos can find some balance, at least I think people think Virgos can find some balance, because they're good at putting up a front of finding it. Virgos just they're constantly on the edge of exhausting themselves, I think. So that's your shadow here in this wealth space. But the money comes if you're working. So decide what's more important, or find the best balance you can find. Relationships, Eight of Wands. Wouldn't be surprising to me if you found yourself moving three different things. Why is this three different things? Virgo, you could be moving towards, away, or with a relationship. But whichever way it is, it's going to be decisive, just like you are. It's going to be decisive and it's going to be fast. So moving towards the relationship, you're probably going to be like, whoa, I didn't expect this to go this fast. I really like this person and I'm just going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. We're not talking like marriage, but we're talking commitment and quickly. If the relationship is not going well, Virgo, if you're in one that's not going well versus moving towards one that you want, what you're going to find is that you're going to exercise that relationship real friggin' fast. You're like, okay, I don't need this and I'm done. And you go away. You really don't like get rid of the other person. You go away. Like you literally leave wherever it is that the two of you have been together. Like, I just can't do this anymore. Bye. And then for those of you who are partnered and in a relationship that's positive for you, I think you find yourself going somewhere together. The relationship furthers itself. It extends. You find yourself in another place. There could be some travel going on here. And I would caution you, Virgo, that should you do find yourself in that relationship that's positive, and you do find yourself traveling, don't work while you're traveling. You're going to want to just stop it. Work at the relationship. Don't work at the work. Don't work on the financial side. Work on the relationship. All right. Other things that are going on in here overall, we got this Earth card in the middle and then fire on the outside. So things are like starting to crumble a bit around you. And I think it's because you are so focused on this financial aspect, on the work, that the other stuff is starting to fall away. And you're just going to burn all of those bridges if you don't pay attention. In fact, you're getting a lot of signs right now that are saying, hey, look at me, pay attention. You're starting to burn the bridges. We're calling out to you and saying you're making a mistake. You're getting synchronicities. You're getting signs. You're getting the memo from the universe. It's like, hey, pay attention, because you're gonna ruin some relationships, and you're gonna wear yourself out in the process. So start paying attention now. You're going to have to do some soul searching to do that, because you think you're doing everything right. like Virgo does. You think you're doing everything right. And you know what? You're probably doing everything right based on what you want to achieve versus what you need. Two different things. All right, Virgo, I hope that's helpful. If it is, please leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to hear about how your week is going and how it might apply. Since I'm doing this for the first time, leave me some messages about what's going on. If you'd like to find out more about me, head over to Comingouttarot.com. You can not only find out about me, but if you're interested in booking readings with me, you can do that over there as well. Thanks, everybody, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.